Blog Talk Radio.
What is going on, folks? It is your boy Long Beach Joe, and I am back at it again. I'm back at it again, man. And so are the New York Jets. We are coming live directly after the game where the New York Jets lose to the Detroit Lions 20-17. 20-17 after getting back into the game with a big play and being up 17-13 at one point during this game. And we're going to be talking about that. Let me get into the show. Listen, I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone go to Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on The Long Beach Joe Show. I'm also on iTunes as well. Going over to iTunes, okay? Search The Long Beach Joe Show. Subscribe to the show over there. All right. And leave me a 5-star rating if you can. Leave me some feedback. Let me know how you folks think about what I'm doing. I'm also on Twitter as well, at The Long Beach Joe Show. At The Long Beach Joe Show on Twitter. All right. Go ahead and follow me. I'll follow you right back. Let's go back and forth on there as well. And as you know, everybody, salutes to all the savages watching right now. We do live game reactions. We also host the show live as well on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. All right. Type in Long Beach Joe Jets. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. Okay. And come on and join us. Hit that subscription button when you do. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. All right. This was a rough loss by the New York Jets. This was tough. Okay. It was back and forth. The Jets were trying to find their way. Again, the Jets defense played solidly up until the final drive. At one point, the New York Jets had a lead here. Okay. We were able to put some things together, especially after a missed field goal by the Lions late in the game. It was 13-10 at that time. The Lions were up. We were able to get down the field and get ourselves a touchdown, okay? We saw Zach Wilson make a great deep pass down the field to Garrett Wilson. That continued us to move the chains and keep rolling. Then we saw them get down to the Detroit 1. Zach Wilson was able to drive forward for what we thought was a touchdown initially, right? Quarterback sneak. They lined up all the fat guys, got rolling, didn't get too cute in the red zone, got rolling. We thought it was a touchdown. They reviewed it. We saw that Zach Wilson's elbow is down, right? So his elbow's down. They recall it. They replay it. They take the points off the board. Jets come back out. Zach Wilson runs up to the line with the rest of the offense. They line up, snap the ball. He gets the ball over to C.J. Uzomah for a 1-yard touchdown. Keep your mind on the day as well. C.J. Uzomah played very well today, had some big catches for us, 2 catches for 41 yards. He had a 41-yard touchdown in his game as well, and he had 2 touchdowns. That touchdown put the Jets up 17-13. That was his second touchdown of the day. So now everybody's feeling good. We're riding high. Everything's looking good for us, okay? Keep in mind, up until this point, the Lions had not had an offensive touchdown. Everything was rolling well for us. They had kicked field goals. They had a big punt return for a touchdown. But we felt like we had it. We were up in the game. 4 minutes left. We got everything rolling. And the Lions are able to drive down and get themselves a touchdown. Okay? They come out on 4th and 1 after the Jets get a stop. We thought we had to stop. They came out on 4th and 1. And we're thinking they're going to try to run to get this first down. Nope. Goff pulls out. He hits Wright, his tight end. Wright rumbles down the field for 51 yards and scores a touchdown. That put the Lions up 20-17. At that point, we're like, okay, we're feeling it. We had the game in our hands, but we still got a chance. 1 minute and 49 seconds left on the clock. We can get things rolling. Zach Wilson comes out. He gets sacked early. He's scrambling around. He's trying to find things. He hit Garrett Wilson for 22 yards. There's other plays as well. There's a play where Elijah Moore was open. He couldn't hit him. Braxton Berrios was open on that drive as well, deep. He missed him deep. He gets sacked on the drive again, but we keep rolling. He's able to find guys, for a first down. He found Garrett Wilson for a first down. He found Elijah Moore as well, deep. Later on for a first down on 4th and 18, he hit him for 20 yards. Elijah Moore catches the ball for 20 yards. We get a timeout with 1 second left on the clock. 1 second. Greg Zuerlein lines up, and we're thinking 58-yard field goal. We're on the 40. We hit this field goal. We tied up. Greg Zuerlein kicked that ball, and it was wide left from the time that he hit it. He was never going to make that field goal, ever. The New York Jets missed a crucial moment to take the game away. This was brutal. This was a brutal loss. We had it. The defense played its lights out all the way into the end. They let up that one fourth down play. Mind you, the Lions had gone for fourth down a couple times in this game. They let it up, and it costed us. Jets lose 20-17 to Lions at home. It's a brutal hit for those of you that have playoff aspirations for the team as I do. It's a brutal hit to our playoff chase. There's still time left, but we'll be fighting. So we're going to get to these lines because I want to hear from everybody. Be patient. We're going to all of the callers. Okay, we're going to give you guys a couple questions, not too many because we got a lot of people on the line. I want to get to everybody, all right? Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is number. Call in. We are taking all callers, okay? First caller I'm going to, listen, I'm going to my guy 917. 917, I'm coming directly to you, okay? Coming directly to you, my friend Venom G's. We already know what time it is with Venom. Listen, Venom, that boy's a savage. Savage. Venom, Jets lose 20-17. Man, give me your thoughts about this loss.
Man, it's a heartbreaking loss, man. Even though it's like a roller coaster ride, man. When we don't have the right, piece behind center that's supposed to do things, man.
Yep.
It's a roller coaster ride. He played good, harder today. It's just a roller coaster ride. You need, and I know everybody in the chat was saying consistency, man.
Mm-hmm.
We just needed him to be consistent in. And the last play isn't on more, man. Zach had opportunities earlier in the drive to complete plays. He has to get better, man. The defense, all kudos go to them, man, because how many times we could say we need to stop. They put it up, but you can't be out there going 3 and out and back on the field again and expect them to give the same energy every time, man.
Yeah.
This game is just heartbreaking. When we know what's at stake for us, man, we was playing, getting that wild card position, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough going in the next few games, man.
Yeah. Now, one thing that we saw as well from when Zach was missing guys here and there, we saw a lot of frustration from the wide receivers. What are your thoughts on that, man? We saw a lot of guys physically frustrated. We saw a lot of emotion, a lot of bad body language from Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson. What are your thoughts on those guys really showing out on the field and being upset when Zach Wilson was missing them?
Yeah, it's tough, man, because we could only see what's on the field, and they must know something we don't know.
Yeah.
That there has to be another quarterback. I don't know why they're not giving Shrevler a chance to get in there. I think he's more, he's a better quarterback than Flacco. So I would probably try to have him at the number 2. But if Zach, if he's playing like this, you gotta be able to pull him in. The frustration, I think, is they put in so much work. They see we right there. They ready to snatch it. They don't, the defense is playing the way they're playing. They want to, show that they're them guys. So, they're just trying to do their part and contribute. But they need somebody. They know this quarterback ain't it right now. He doesn't have it. They need to sit Zach down, let him get some time to build, and just figure it out, because he can't. He's Joe. We don't have LeBron James out there. He's throwing it like these guys are 6'8", 6'9". He's dead out. LeBron James, Baxter Barrios. I don't know why they're acting like he's a deep threat. I don't know why they're throwing these deep balls out to him at the last one that Zach threw right before he got it to Wilson. I don't know why he threw that so far out. It's just tough, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough loss.
Yeah.
Knowing that we fight so hard to get here,
Yeah, it was a lot of
And
inaccuracies.
be in this position, man, this is a tough one.
Yeah, there's a lot of inaccuracies today for Zach Wilson. We saw it. He did make some plays, especially when we can get outside the pocket. Zach Wilson was 18 of 35 on the day, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had a bad interception as well after the half that cost us 2, and the Jets defense was able to get a stop there. So my final question before I let you go, man, when you look at what the defense did today, who's the guy that you looked at? We played without Quinnen Williams, especially today. We saw a lot of issues. What are your thoughts on some of the issues that you saw defensively for us without Quinnen Williams out on the field? Were you surprised that the Lions were able to run the football the way that they did against us?
Yeah, I was shocked because you still expect somebody, the next man up mentality, to step up and push, give some type of push. Mm-hmm. But Quentin, he's a dominant force, man, and you could see it with his presence. I don't think we had a sack all day.
No, we didn't.
And Quentin would have just pushed that line. Yeah. So it just shows when he's in there, it's a lot scarier defense with him out, because I don't know who else they have, man. Yeah. But they gotta really look into reinforcing the line when Quentin goes down or something like this happens, man. But
all right,
it's just a brutal loss, man.
Listen.
And only thing I gotta say, I'm not a Zach hater, man. Mm-hmm. I just want him to get time to develop. Mm-hmm. He could become a good quarterback. I'm not saying go off for him. Mm-hmm. Just do what's right for the team right now. Put the best quarterback in there.
Okay.
Leave no stone unturned. Yeah. And I think that's the best way to go.
Okay. Now, before I let you go, quickly, yes or no answer. Is Zach Wilson, do you want to see him start against the Jacksonville Jaguars?
We have to. I'd rather have Shrevler as backup, but we have to.
Okay. All right. Listen, Venom, I'm going to slide.
He gives us.
Yeah, he definitely gives us a chance. Listen, but I have to let you go because I got to slide off. I got other callers. Thank you for calling in. You have yourself a good one. All right, my friend?
All right, you too, Joe.
All right, peace. We're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is number. Call in. Again, I know we got a lot of callers. We're going to get to everyone. Next, I'm going to my guy, Jake. Jake, I'm coming directly to you. For those of you that don't know, Jake is a savage as well. Savage! Jake, salutes to you. What were your thoughts about Zach Wilson today? How'd you feel about his play? 317 yards. He threw some bombs here and there. Got 2 TDs. How are you feeling about the way he played today, Jake?
You know what, Joe? I'm just going to get off topic for a second and get right to it. If anybody watched Trevor Lawrence play today, this is exactly why we should have lost. We should have lost to the Rams. Okay? Like, you're now watching who's going to beat us on Thursday night. That's what's going to happen.
Oh.
That kid we lost out of franchise quarterback, Zach Wilson, I'm sorry. I don't care what he did today. He threw hope and a prayer bombs today. This kid's not the answer. I don't care what the defense did. I'll blame Saleh for the horrible game management. I watched the end of that game today. That was pitiful. Beyond pitiful. Was absolutely pitiful.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking getting cute.
Go ahead.
But I'll tell you something right now, guys. Thursday night, good luck winning that game. It ain't happening.
Yeah. What were your thoughts about the New York Jets? When you look at this New York Jets offensive game plan, do you feel like at times we didn't go with Zach's strengths? Because when we were rolling him out early, allowing him to throw bootlegs and stuff like that, things were working. But the second that we tried to settle and really have him kind of make throws from the pocket, especially with the pressure that was coming, he did get sacked today 4 times. We saw a lot of inaccurate throws. We saw him miss Garrett Wilson, who was wide open. We saw Elijah Moore get missed wide open. Do you think that Mike LaFleur maybe kind of went away from his strengths a little bit too much?
No, he can't make the simple throws. I mean, let's stop beating around the bush with this already. He can't make the simple throws. Garrett Wilson has every right to be screaming and getting emotional. I know we talked about this in the chat, guy. He has every right to be angry. Mike White was not making these throws. Yeah. Zach Wilson's doing it. Yeah. We can blame the yips all you want, guy. The guy can't do it. Yeah. This kid cannot do it. And I'm not going to make excuses for this anymore. I may be emotional right now because of the way this game ended. But the bottom line is that Zach Wilson can't make the simple throws, and Trevor Lawrence can. Yeah. So congratulations to everybody that wanted to beat the Rams in that game. This is what you get for it.
Well, listen.
We don't have a franchise quarterback.
We'll see going forward. Now, Jake, I hear you, and I hear that you're upset. All right. Now, my final question before I let you go, because you've been bringing the heat. When you look at the situation going forward, how confident are you in Zach Wilson against the Jacksonville Jaguars?
0.
Oh.
0%.
Wow.
0.
All right.
Let's Joe. I know you. It's not emotions, man. This is reality.
Okay.
That man needs to wake up and realize it's not the answer. Please.
All right.
I can't do this anymore.
Okay. I hear
the
you.
defense, they had made some mistakes. They did their job. They did their job today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. I'll leave it at that.
All right. Listen, Jake, I got to slide off. You have yourself a good one, my friend. We're going to get to the next caller again, 515-602-9639, 515-602-9639. Call in. We're taking our callers again. When you call in, please be patient. We're going to get to everybody, okay? Can't give everybody 30 minutes today, okay? But we're going to get to everybody. Rusty, I'm coming to you next, all right? We're coming directly to Rusty. Woo! Rusty,
what's up, Joe?
Rusty, salutes. For y'all that don't know, Savage. Rusty is a savage, okay? Savage! Rusty, the Jets lose to the Lions 20-17. Zach Wilson, a lot of people dumping on him right now. Give me your thoughts about his play today against the Lions. What are your thoughts about it?
Hey, man, I ain't dumping on the – like, it is what it is, but he's not doing those same, as bad check-down types of things where he can't hit people. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of things on the ref, and I think that sort of played into his head.
Yes.
Because he's like, well, okay, so they're not calling holding on the guys. They're not calling pass interference. Mm-hmm. They're lighting me up, face masking me. I'm not getting roughed calls. So he's like, all right, Yeah. And, I mean, the last play, too, when he did, Mike White, I love him, but he isn't running around getting squirrely like that. Yeah. And then finding more. And that, by the way, too, more running around doing the freaking shish kebabas or whatever types of dances that he does. He dances way too much. He ran backwards 15 yards, literally almost wasted the whole clock out, made it by 1 second. Mm-hmm. And instead of having a 58-yarder, we would have had like a 49 to a 48-yarder. That was him and his lack of IQ. And it's not the first time either. He can't get feet down sometimes when he crosses. Mm-hmm. It's a whole factor of things, too. It's not only on Zach on this one, man. He put up, almost 300 yards.
Yeah, 317.
He did have that interception. Yeah. He had that duck hunt thing that was terrifying, but thank God for Carter. Yeah. But he was taking what they gave him, and then he was throwing punches back. So this one is not on Zach entirely. But that last tough, that is on Moore. Yeah. That's a bonehead type of thing, and that's me being nice. I can't believe I actually said those words after this game.
No, listen.
I can't curse.
Listen, and I hear you.
You broke me of it. It's good.
Thank you. And I hear you. But one of the things that we saw today when Zach was missing guys left and right? I mean, he was missing some guys that got open. Yeah. We saw him miss Garrett Wilson. We saw him miss Elijah Moore as well. What are your thoughts about the body language from those guys when he's missing them? We see them visibly frustrated, especially a guy like Garrett Wilson. What are your thoughts about watching that? Do you feel like they're showing Zach Wilson up when they do those things?
I don't blame Garrett for that one, man, because prior to him almost getting literally 187 murked across the middle, like some 90s or 1980s types of play where the guy's going to see Jesus for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like I don't blame him for getting tight, man. Like that was a sacrificial lamb throw. And prior to that, Garrett wasn't all, he wasn't all crazy and getting, like pissed on the sidelines. Mm-hmm. But as soon as that happened, when Zach let him almost hang out to dry, that's when things started happening. But that's the thing where Zach has to clean up. Zach has to, they have to get on that same page. Yeah. But Mike White just has that, he's got the respect of the locker room. It's visibly, it shows it. Yeah. Zach has the talent, but White has the respect.
Yeah. No, listen.
That's what it is, but Zach's got to get that back.
Yeah, he's got to clean it up. Listen, Rusty, I got to slide off, but before I let you go, quickly, how confident are you in Zach Wilson going up against the Jags?
It's weird. Like I'm 1,000% confident. I think we're gonna beat the hell out of them. I really do. Okay. Jacksonville just won in overtime against Dallas, so they were all riding high. We're pissed because what just happened the past couple of weeks in a row. So I think Jacksonville's going to get the brunt of our anger. Okay. I really do, and I hope so.
Okay.
So that's how I'm feeling it. So
All
let's
right.
go Jets, and shout outs and everything like that. You're awesome, Jeff.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I got to slide off. You have a good one. Salutes. We're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're taking all callers. Like Rusty said, there was a lot of things. The referees in this game was terrible. I'm talking terrible. These guys literally missed about 3-4 calls early. Garrett Wilson got grabbed, no call. Then we saw Denzel Mims get spinned around, no call. Jeff Smith, who just caught a big bomb from Zach Wilson, was in the end zone wide open. He's about to catch a touchdown. He gets literally tackled. Literally gets tackled by the Lions corner, and there's no call at all. Come on. You got to be kidding me. We're going to get to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is number. Call in, and when you call in, please be patient. We'll get to everybody. Next, I'm going to my guy, Val. Val, we're coming directly to you. Listen, Val, salutes. I want to thank you for calling in. For those of you that don't know, Val, that boy's a savage, man. That boy's a savage. Savage. Val, Jets lose to the Lions 20-17. A lot of people just unloading on Zach Wilson right now. Give me your analysis of his play. What are your thoughts about what you saw today? You know, do you think he's better looking at him the first time after the reset?
Oh, man, Joe. Listen, I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. Man.
No, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Go ahead.
All right, man. Listen, Zach Wilson, he played okay. Like, he's not hitting the window passes. He has to work on his accuracy. Like I said, he's not hitting the easy passes. He's not, it's not connected, you know. But I will say he did make a couple of good passes and stuff, but it's just that, you know, he's just not that guy for me, man. It's just, it's killing me. Because we could have had this game, and it's just. Yeah.
But when you look at this
defense, okay.
When you look at this, and I hear you, you're upset. When you look at this game, though, and when Mike LaFleur was rolling Zach Wilson out, the play action passes, a lot of the bootleg, when he was able to get outside the pocket, we saw the magic. That big bomb to C.J. Uzomah for the touchdown, that was a bootleg. He rolled him out, did a lot of stuff. That big play to, Jeff Smith, he was able to kind of drop back, have some free guys. So when we see him get outside the pocket, he's able to make these plays. But today as well, what we saw too, our offensive line let up a lot of pressure. There was guys in his face. What are your thoughts about the play that we had going on up front? Do you think that our offensive line should absolutely share in the blame as well? Because there was guys sacking, or guys touching Zach or hitting him, and he was getting sacked like 4 times today. What are your thoughts about the play of the offensive line?
Absolutely, and then that goes to show you that we need those easy passes. That's the thing. If the play is not going right, you have to get the ball out of your hand. Pass it to the running back. Pass it to the tight end. And you got to get the ball out of your hand as fast as possible. That's exactly what Mike White does. That's why you can't really get to him. The defense of the Bills, they got to him because the middle linebackers was blitzing heavy. But you're right, the play calling has to be a lot better as well too. But when it's crashing, when the offensive line is crashing, don't run back and then take a sack because that kills us. Yeah. And it's not just all on Zach Wilson. Let me get that straight. The penalties was killing us as well too. The referees was killing us as well too. Yeah. But man, you got to hit the passes. You got to hit those easy passes. If the offensive line is breaking down, you have to hit those easy passes. And we can even talk about the wide receiver and the relationship with Zach Wilson. Yeah. It's not there. You have to win the guys over. And I understand Garrett Wilson, he's kind of fed up with Zach Wilson. I don't understand it because, the accuracy is behind him. He's throwing over the head and everything like that. But I would say today was a little bit better, but you cannot show that during the game because you got to get his confidence high. You can't knock his confidence, especially in this game. This is a do or die game. Yeah. And now us losing is going to hinder us even more. Now we have to win on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, listen, you're bringing some heat and some takes. My final question for you, what are your thoughts about the clock management down down the line in the game, fourth quarter, we had all 3 of our timeouts. We're seeing them not called. The clock is consistently running. What were your thoughts on that final drive for the Jets to try to set up for that field goal? Do you feel like Shuller should have burned one of those timeouts a lot earlier than he did?
Yeah, I feel like he should have burned at least one of those timeouts. I just feel like he felt like he wanted to get it to at least the middle and then burn the timeout and stuff, like how they did with Elijah Moore. But the way how everything was going, he should have definitely called that timeout. And I feel like, and also I want to get this off, the running game was terrible today.
It was terrible. That's a fact.
Because the defense, they have a very good defensive line as well too. But we had to stop calling outside. We got to stop running outside and run into the middle. Because the outside, it was not working at all. We kept trying it over and over, and we were just pushing the ball back.
Yeah.
So, and then that was killing us. Where's the screens? We got to get some screens going. We got to get some. We did a sweep with Elijah Moore. We got to get those type of plays as well going as well too. That's even better to get the defensive line off balance.
Yeah.
So that we got to do a lot of stuff better than that.
Yeah. So before I let you,
I'm highly disappointed. Highly.
Before I let you go, Val, how confident are you in Zach Wilson going into this game against the Jaguars on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh man.
Come on, give us.
If Mike White is healthy, you start Mike White.
Wow.
Start Mike White if he's healthy. But if he's not, I got to go with Zach Wilson. I'm not trying to see Joe Flacco because obviously you have to when you have Joe Flacco. Let me be quick. When you have Joe Flacco, you have to have a good offensive line, and we don't. We have an injured offensive line. Joe Flacco is a statue back there. If things are not rolling, he's gonna get hit. So that's what I'm saying. We got to roll with Zach Wilson.
All right.
But I'm going Mike White if he's healthy.
Okay. I mean, it's a short week. They've already said he's probably not going to play. They've kind of closed the door on that. So more than likely, again, it's going to be Zach next week. But I got to slide off, Val. You have yourself a good one. We're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We were about to get to Phenom. He moved on. So we're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're taking all callers. Next, I'm going to my guy, Nico. Julio, Jason, hopefully we get Phenom back. Salutes to you, Nico. I don't know. Turn down whatever it is you got in your background. Nico, the New York Jets lose.
I got you, my brother.
We lose to the Detroit Lions 20-17 right now. People unloading on Zach Wilson. He missed some guys that were open today. That's a fact. I'm a Zach guy, but we saw it. What were your thoughts and what are your analysis on his play today?
He made some good throws, but he missed a lot of good throws. He missed a lot of key passes. And when he threw that ball and I saw it kind of floating, I said, that's going to be an interception because he didn't put no power. He floated that ball. Floated it.
Yeah.
And remember, he's on the other side of the hash, so he's floating it. That's just a recipe for an interception right there.
Yeah.
Recipe. Think about that. If it doesn't get picked off, this game is 17-17.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
17-17. Once again, he's throwing the ball too high. He's throwing it too far out.
Yeah.
Look, man, I saw some improvement, but I didn't see enough improvement to say I want him in there next week. No, I'm sorry, on Thursday. I don't. Look, if Mike, everybody's saying, oh, he scrambled. But Mike White's presence and his knowledge of seeing the field is a lot different than Zach's. Way different. And those open passes that Zach missed, Mike would have hit.
Yeah.
We would have had more than just 17 points.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he threw for 2 touchdowns. He threw for 300-some yards. But and they said it in this. If you watch the halftime, what did they say? The team who makes the first mistake is going to lose. That was the beginning of the third quarter and halftime when they said that.
Yeah.
What do? He comes out, he throws the ball, interception.
Yeah.
And I said, oh boy.
Yeah.
I said, oh Lord.
Listen,
and they just had said that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Listen, listen. I hear you, Nico. And there were some throws that I think that Zach Wilson is going to look at the situation and wish that he had back. Even Braxton Berrios, even late in the game, we saw Braxton Berrios sneak behind the Lions coverage. He was open. If Zach Wilson just puts the ball on him, right, instead of throwing it way over his head, Bro, that's a touchdown. Braxton Berrios was wide open. We saw him miss Garrett Wilson in this game as well, who was wide open on a critical play, which could have got us a first down. I mean, Zach's accuracy, particularly just out the pocket without rolling out and running around, it's tough. Look, again, I'm a Zach Wilson guy. He missed a lot of throws today. He missed some guys that were wide open. He missed a lot of simple stuff. He's got to clean that up going forward. He can't be as streaky as he was in today's game. When things were rolling, it was phenomenal. The big play to CJ Uzama, the big throw to Jeff Smith, that was great. But he cannot these splash plays and the run outside plays, he's got to hit the simple stuff. He's got to work on that better. So my next question, I know you have a little bit to add to this as well. Give me your thoughts about the frustration that we saw in the New York Jets wide receivers today.
The frustration was we go from hero to zero. We go from a 10 back down to a 5. We go from getting the ball to getting the ball, but it's too far. Getting the ball is too high. Getting the ball, remember the scramble? He did a little pass to Braxton. What did he do? He hit the ground. A little screen pass. Hit the ground. Again, like, I'm frustrated. I'm not even playing. I'm frustrated just looking at these throws. Like, and I hear what you're saying. You know, why didn't we play to his strength more? But how many times can you keep playing to his strengths?
That's a fact.
They're going to eventually catch on to that, because if that's all you can do, we just going to keep playing that. We're going to catch on to that.
That's a fact.
He's got to be able to get in that pocket, be able to throw the ball.
That's a fact.
I mean, man, I'm looking at players, and he's throwing it too high. He's missing wide open. Who was that came across the middle and he missed them?
That was Garrett.
That would have put us in a good position.
Yeah, he missed 2. There was one to Elijah Moore where he was wide open and he put the ball in the dirt, and there was one to Garrett Wilson where Garrett Wilson wide open coming off, and Garrett, you could see he was visibly frustrated. Looking, I hear you. So before I let you go, because you're bringing the heat, Nico, give me your thoughts on Zach Wilson going forward against the Jags. What is your level of confidence in him on a scale of 0 to 1, or a scale of 1 to 10? Excuse me.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. That's my level. There you go.
That's it.
I would do the cricket sound, but I can't do it like I used to.
Okay.
I'd have given you some crickets if I could.
All right. Well, listen, Nico, we're going to go ahead and slide off. Thank you for calling in. We're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. We're taking all callers. Next, I'm going to my guy, Devon. Devon's in line. Jason, Julio, Steve, other callers as well. Hold on. Salutes. Devon, listen, Jets lose today to the Lions 20-17. Give me your thoughts about this game and what you saw. Nine seven three. We come to you. All right, we're gonna slide off. Oh, we're coming back. 973. Give me your thoughts on what we saw today. Yeah, give me your thoughts on what we saw today. Zach Wilson losing. The Jets lost to the Lions 20-17. How's it going? Give me your thoughts on his performance today.
Hey, is this Long Beach Joe?
Yes, it is, my friend.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
All right. Oh, no, yeah, you're breaking up. I'm sorry, yeah. No.
Go ahead. Okay, we'll give you a second. We'll give you a second to connect your line. We'll come right back to you. Next, I'm going to my guy, Jason. Jason, we're coming directly to you. Jason, salutes, my friend. Listen, give me your thoughts about this game. Jets lose 20-17. What are your thoughts about this loss, man? How are you feeling about it?
Man, dude, this is a huge blow to us, man, dude. It sucks so much, man. This, to be honest, is a team loss, you know.
Yeah.
I would admit it, this is a team loss, but they won't play upon the loss. And for all those Zacchaeus who want to say, oh, Wilson's going to line up. Oh, Wilson's going to win this game. Well, where are you guys at now?
Wow.
You guys said, oh, White can't win games. Well, look at this. We just lost, and our chances of going to the playoffs are shrinking by the minute.
Wow. You let it go. Now, look, a lot of people dumping on Zach Wilson right now because of the way that he, missed a lot of easy passes today. What were your thoughts? Do you think the play calling could have been better and maybe played to his strengths a little bit more, Jason?
Yes, some of the play calling wasn't the best. I do agree, but you gotta do best in your situation. If there's an open guy, you gotta give him the ball. You cannot go out there and throw a pick that leads to 3 points, which killed us at the end of the game. If Zach didn't throw that pick, we could have been winning. We don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
What situation we would be tied.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sucks, my fault. Dude, the coaching staff is blamed for what happened at the end, giving 30 seconds off the clock for no reason. I have no idea why that happened. That's what Sarah has to answer for in the press conference, where we go see it a little bit.
Yep.
But again, special teams lost us. They got a touchdown.
Yep.
And the defense gave 4th and 1. They gave away a touchdown. What the heck was that?
Yeah. Yeah. What were your thoughts about the defense not getting a sack today? I mean, no Quinnen Williams. Again, he was inactive because he's still dealing with that calf injury. Were you surprised that we weren't able to at least get a sack on Goff?
I know this offensive line was good, but we should have this pass rush should be like one of the best in the league. What is Lawson doing out there? Yeah. What is James freaking Myers doing out there? We are paying these guys to get to the quarterback, and they're not getting to the quarterback. To be honest, I'm thinking Carl Lawson may be gone after this year.
Oh,
if
wow.
he keeps playing like this, he may be cut. If we cut him, we save $14 million.
Wow.
So if I was him, I would be playing better. Otherwise, he may not be guaranteed his money.
Yeah. Look, I'm not here saying we should cut Carl Lawson. I think Carl Lawson, again, there were some calls as well that I think Carl Lawson should have had in this game, and that's going to be my final question for you, too. When you look at the refereeing in this game, I thought it was atrocious. There were some calls that should have went the Jets' way that didn't. We saw Garrett Wilson get held multiple times in the game. I think he only got one pass interference call this game. We saw Jeff Smith get tackled in the end zone. We saw multiple holding calls against their offensive line that should have been called as well that weren't called. What were your thoughts about the way that the New York Jets get reffed? I mean, how many times are referees going to continue to miss calls against us? Isn't that increasing to the level of frustration when you watch this football team go out there and lose like this as well?
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that, man. The calls, the Jets, his end zone, that pass interference call was stupid. Again, the Wilson, dude, how many times they have to hold on to him just to try to get a chance to stay with him?
Yeah,
dude, it's ridiculous. These refs in general suck in this whole league.
Yeah.
And not even that. There's some calls that should have been called on us that wasn't called. And, it just sucks. These referees, they need to fix these referees.
Yeah.
These referees is the worst I've seen in years.
Yeah.
So they need to fix this or do something or let us be able to challenge things. I would give us those back because then it'd probably be more fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, so before I let you go, Jason, because you're bringing the heat, we got other callers. What is your level of confidence in Zach Wilson quickly on a scale of 0 to 10?
Well, I'm going to give you another answer that's going to solve it. I'd rather try to see what we have in Trevor than give Zach Wilson another chance.
Wow.
Because I want to see at least what he can do. He may be random, but at least we get the chance to see another QB, what possibly he can do. Instead of Zach Wilson had his chance today and he blew it. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm done with Zach Wilson.
All right. Listen, I want to thank you for calling in, Jason. I got to slide off. We're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is the number. Call in. Next, I'm going to Phenom. Julio, Steve, other callers. We'll get to you in a second. Phenom, I'm coming directly to you. Listen, Phenom, salutes. Man, give me your thoughts about.
Salutes, Joe.
Hold on. Let me, where are my manners? Phenom, he's a savage, okay? Savage! I apologize and happy holidays to you. Listen, Zach Wilson today threw for over 300 yards, 2 TDs, an interception. He had some big plays. Big throw to Uzama, big play to Jeff Smith as well. Had a great throw to Garrett Wilson. But people are going off on him. He missed a lot of easy throws. Anything that wasn't a bootleg or getting outside the lines and trying to chuck the football downfield, he struggled. Give me your thoughts about his performance today. When you look at him, what is your analysis of his play today, Phenom?
Oh, boy. Great show, Joe.
Thank you.
Happy holidays to everybody. There was a point in the first half, right before halftime, just got a score. We're back into the game. Mm-hmm. I think they played to his strengths at times. Like you guys have mentioned, I believe Zach Wilson's better when he's on the move.
Yeah.
You use his mobility, you use rollouts and bootlegs and things of that nature. And there was some of that in the first half. Jets, start the third quarter, they have the ball, and he makes a terrible decision.
Yeah. And
that put us behind the 8 ball.
Yep.
And those are the plays that we're going to remember. I'm going to remember some throws where he had an opportunity to deliver big plays that could have had a big impact and could have led the victory, but he didn't hit those throws. And all that still being said, he still had an opportunity. He put his team in position to win. Now that 58-yard field goal was disappointing that it didn't go through the uprights. Mm-hmm. And he had opportunities in the fourth quarter to make some plays so we wouldn't have been in that position. And then time management was terrible, like everybody's mentioned. But at the end of the day, the Jets still had, despite all those things, they had an opportunity to win the game. Mm-hmm. Am I disappointed that they lost? Of course I am. Because this season for me personally was about seeing whether Zach Wilson was a franchise quarterback. It's disappointing now, but next week moving forward, Mike White is not going to be cleared to play. So Zach Wilson still gives us the best opportunity to win. Mm-hmm. So that's where I am. No, that's exactly where I am.
No, and I hear you, and that's what I spoke with people as well earlier that want him sat down. There's people that have said, "Hey, put Strevler out there." We heard that from other callers as well. But on a short week, they've already talked about it. You know, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that Zach Wilson's going to be starting in the upcoming game Thursday. But I think today what you saw from Zach Wilson was a lot of what we saw before the reset. That unless it's something where he can get outside the pocket and chuck the football down the field, he misses a lot of easy throws. He misses clutch throws where guys are open. I'm talking open. Elijah Moore on a drag route, wide open, ball in the dirt. Garrett Wilson, wide open ball. He missed Braxton Berrios, who was behind the Lions defense and was wide open. And he missed him. He threw the ball 10 yards away from him. And so what you also see out there as well that you didn't see with Mike White was the era of frustration from the wide receivers. You see it. Their body language. They're upset. Garrett Wilson visibly upset after getting missed. What are your thoughts about that, man? How these wide receivers are displaying frustration with Zach Wilson when he misses them?
Well, this is it. We know football is an emotional sport. We understand that. We understand that these guys are playing with passion, and they're looking for competent quarterback play. Mm-hmm. Like you said, they missed some. Zach Wilson missed some maybe elementary throws today. Mm-hmm. We can maybe agree on that. If he makes those elementary throws, this game looks totally different.
Yeah.
But he didn't. So, of course, those guys are going to be emotional. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say it's wrong that they showed emotion because it's an emotional sport. So that's where I am with that. Zach Wilson but also we have to remember, Zach Wilson is not a finished product. How many times have we seen quarterbacks or players in general, after they leave the Jets, in time turn into pretty good NFL players? I have a laundry list of players like that.
And I hear you, Phenom. Listen, and I hear that he's a young guy, but at the same time, you want to see growth in a quarterback, right? Something more in the second year. Even Josh Allen in year 2, right? You saw a little bit more than you saw in year one. He still wasn't phenomenal, but you could see that the trade, like he started to come along. I'm a Zach Wilson guy. There's no excuse for him to be bad in this offense. I don't want to hear it. Our offensive line, even though, again, it wasn't great today, we have the things there where guys aren't just destroying him and drilling him every single game. The weapons are there. He has everything. He's missing guys that are wide open, that are running around wide open. And I'm ready to say, I'm here to tell you, again, I'm a Zach Wilson guy. Everybody knows that. Mike White has a better command of this offense than Zach Wilson does. And you saw it again today.
Oh, I'm not doubting that.
Okay,
I'm not doubting that.
And I'm not bashing. I'm not sitting here saying we should throw Zach away. I'm not. But look, let's stop saying he's not the finished product and all this. It's like, listen, at some point he's got to show you he's got to show you he can hit wide open guys. That's elementary stuff. He's got to show you he can hit wide open guys.
I'm not.
If he can't do that,
I'm not making excuses for Zach Wilson.
No, I hear you. Go ahead.
I'm not making excuses for Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making excuses for Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm not. We just watched this game. We just watched this game. We saw what happened.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what happened. But Mike White's not playing next week.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson is going to be the quarterback for the New York Jets next week. Yeah. That's the deal, right?
That's the fact.
That's it. So whether you like him or not, that's who we're going to see.
Yeah.
Because do you expect to see Streveler? As much as I like Streveler in the preseason, do you want to really see Streveler out there?
No. And again, Streveler is a guy you're going to have to change.
Your show, Joe.
Yeah, you're going to have to change the offense a lot around for Streveler. So before I let you go, Phenom, because I love talking to you, my final question. Going forward, what is your level of confidence in Zach Wilson against the Jags? Scale of 0 to 10.
I'm not going to do a 0. I'm not going to do a 0. I have to go in. I'll give him a 5, man, because he has to show me.
Right.
It's always going to be. This is a show me league. This is a miss and make league in the NBA, and this is a show me league in the NFL.
Okay.
On any given Sunday, one NFL team could beat another.
Yeah. All right.
That's where I am.
All right. Thank you, Phenom,
All right,
for calling.
Joe.
It's phenomenal to speak to you. You have a good one. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is number. Call in. Again, when you call in, please make sure your phone line's good. I want to be able to hear you, and I also want my audience to be able to hear you as well. Okay. If not, I'll put you on pause and I'll come back to you later on, but I cannot have you on the line if your phone line is, going all over the place. I can't have that. So we're going to keep getting to these lines. Again, 515-602-9639, 515-602-9639 is number. Call in. Give the stream a thumbs up. Subscribe to the stream and hit that notification bell as well. So now we're going to go to Julio. Steve, other callers, please hold on. We're going to get to everybody. Julio, salutes to you, my friend. Jets lose to the Lions 20-17. All right. What are your thoughts about this loss, man? What are your thoughts about this loss and how you feel about Zach Wilson? Give me your takes.
This loss is like, it was on us. Mm. It was on us. Zach Wilson-wise, he's just not the guy. I'm going to be honest. He's just not the guy. You saw Gary Wilson being frustrated out there, showing that why we got this guy. They should have benched him. When we threw that one interception, I said, oh, it's over. That's it. He don't feel comfortable. He felt comfortable. Hold on. He feel
You got some
feel
noise
comfortable,
in the background.
and then he don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yes, go ahead.
He feel comfortable, but he don't feel comfortable around third to fourth quarter. He ain't himself. He doesn't fit in our offense.
Yeah. Well,
I like Zach Wilson, but he just doesn't fit right now.
Is it that he doesn't fit, Julio, or is it that the offensive play calling could do a little bit better to kind of bend itself to his strengths, right? Again, we saw a lot of success in the first half when he was running outside the pocket, a lot of bootlegs, a lot of stuff like that. Why wasn't there more of that? I think when we asked him to kind of stay in the pocket, especially stick in the pocket with guys, the offensive line really let him get hit. I think he got sacked 4 times today. He took some shots. When that stuff was going on, we kind of saw a little bit more of the inaccuracies, and we saw him really get wild with the accuracy and miss guys. Do you think that the play calling could have been better in this game?
Oh, yeah, most definitely could have been more better. I feel like this.
him staying in the pocket, he get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Him running around, I feel like he get even nervous. So we got to find like a comfort zone for him. He got to have that 2-step throw.
Yeah.
Like Mike White was doing.
Yeah, he's got
that under 2-second throw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen, I hear you. So
because even when he's running around, he's running with his head cut off and then throwing the ball.
Yeah. No, you're talking facts.
So he can't even do that.
It's tough, Julio.
You know.
So my final question before I let you go,
and
Julio.
I know it.
My final question before I let you go, you bring in the heat. What is your level of confidence going forward with Zach Wilson in his game against the Jags, man?
My confidence is still there. I'm 50-50.
Okay.
I feel like slow the game from him. You got to run basic. Because I tell you what, Jacksonville is on fire.
Okay. Yeah.
They are on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much
they're
again.
Really on fire. So.
Yeah. Listen, Julio, you bringing some takes right now. Thank you for calling in. We're going to keep getting to these lines again. 515-602-9639. 515-602-9639 is number. Call in again. When you call in, please be patient. We will get to everybody. We're hearing from all callers, all right? Next, we're going to Steve. Steve, we're coming directly to you, all right? Other callers, hold on. We'll get to everybody. Steve, salutes to you, my friend. I want to thank you for calling in. Steve, Jets lose to the Lions 20-17. Give me your thoughts on this loss, man.
Hey, Joe. Well, thank you again for having me on the show, but now let's put that to the side because I'm driving home now from the game.
Okay.
I was at the game today.
Talk about it.
Let me just tell you something, Joe. I am extremely upset after this loss, and I'm going to explain to you why. Now, listen. This is a team loss, okay? We didn't lose this game because of Zach Wilson. We didn't lose this game because of our defense. We lost in every aspect of this level in this game. And I'm just going to say this right now. From the end of the game, when it was at the 2-minute warning, it's a 4th and 1 for Detroit. How do we give up a 51-yard pass on a tight end screen?
Yeah.
I don't get that at all.
Yeah.
That was absolutely absurding. We gave up a 51 touchdown pass on a tight end screen. And the thing is, the defense had been so good all game until that moment, okay? Until that very last play they had. And this has been a problem when the Jets offense gets a big touchdown for us, the defense just plays flat as a pancake. And it's been like that for the last few weeks, and it's unacceptable. And I'm just going to say this right now: as much as I love Coach Saleh, and as much as he's done a good job this year, I blame him for mostly of us losing this game because this game, at the end of the game, he made a lot of bad coaching decisions.
Yeah. The game management down the stretch, especially with him not calling timeouts and allowing the clock to just continue to drain. It was a little mind-boggling for me, especially when Zach Wilson threw the ball deep to Braxton Berrios and took a shot down the field when we had some time left and really blew it down right there as well. I was wondering, why is this happening? I mean, what are your thoughts about, like you said as well, you saw Coach Saleh made some mistakes. What are your thoughts about his game management down the stretch of this football game on that final drive?
Honestly, his game management was terrible. His game management was absolutely terrible. Was absolutely terrible. And the thing is that for Coach Saleh in future games, like big games like this, he can't have something like that. He unfortunately made a coaching decision that a rookie head coach would make. He made a very, very bad coaching decision, Joe.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it came back to bite us.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to say something about this game because, Joe, the other thing that I was extremely upset about, this garbage of the referees.
Yeah.
I have never seen, Joe, such horrible play calling, officiating I have ever seen. Okay? Let me tell you something. The pass interference that Zach Wilson threw to Garrett Wilson in the opening quarter of the game, that should have been interference. Zach Wilson even got late hit. He got hit below the knees. When a quarterback gets hit below the knees like that, that is a penalty.
Yeah.
I don't understand referee. I really, really, really don't understand. The referees should be fired after this game. They should all be fired.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't care about the whole thing with this. Now,
yeah, I mean, we saw.
I'm just extremely upset.
No, I get. That's what this is about. It's about venting your frustrations, and I hear you, and I want to hear you, Steve. I mean, I watched Jeff Smith get tackled in the end zone, and there was no call. They tackled in the end zone. I watched Garrett Wilson get grabbed along the sidelines and completely accosted by a cornerback, and nothing happened. No flag at all. I watched. There were so many calls that we should have gotten our way. I watched Carl Lawson get held half the game, and it's like we're not getting enough calls out here, and it's egregious. Some of this stuff is just honestly absolutely egregious. But I want to go back to Zach Wilson with you, Steve. I know you said that you felt like this was a team game, but a lot of people are looking at his play and the way that he played in this game. He missed some guys that were wide open. When you look at him, especially outside of the big plays, the getting outside the pocket and launching the football down the field, what was your analysis of him? Because he missed a lot of guys that were wide open today, right?
Yeah, no, he definitely did. He definitely did. And the thing is that, there were times where Wilson had some great throws, like the 40-yard touchdown pass to Uzama was a beautiful pass. The two passes that he threw before halftime, I thought Wilson did well in the 2-minute drill before the end of the half when he threw those two deep passes. And let me just tell you something right now. We should have had first and goal on the 1-yard line. Yeah. We should have had first and goal on the 1-yard line. Yeah. When Wilson tried to find Jeff Smith for the third time, that should have been pass interference.
Yeah.
I honestly don't understand. I don't understand, Joe, this league anymore. I don't understand these referees anymore. It is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
That's all I am going to say. It is absolute garbage. Now, just going back to Zach Wilson, Zach at times, when I was at this game today, he was at times playing hero ball. And unfortunately, that was leading to the mistakes. And let me tell you something, Joe. When he was missing on his throws, Jet fans were booing nonstop.
Yeah.
From the head top of MetLife to the bottom of MetLife.
Yep.
It was just, let me just say, Joe, I'm just extremely upset now. Luckily, we have a few days to get away with it. And the one last thing I will say before I let you talk again is Coach Saleh did announce that there is a chance that Quinnen Williams could play on Thursday. Because let me just tell you something. Not having Quinnen Williams today hurt our pass rush.
Yeah, I mean, you could clearly see it. We didn't have. I don't think we didn't have a sack all day on Jared Goff at all. We were trying to get pressure on him, but we got a little bit of pressure on him. I was able to kind of throw him off at times, but we weren't able to get to him and really get him down. And you could see that our pass rush wasn't what it could have been if Quinnen was out there. Now
it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same without Quinnen.
No, it wasn't. Now my final question for you, Steve. What are your thoughts about the frustrations? You were there live at the game. We saw Garrett Wilson visibly frustrated when he was missed and he was open. We saw Elijah Moore looking, dejected as well when he was missed and he was open. What are your thoughts about the visible frustration that we see from the New York Jets wide receivers when Zach is the quarterback, man?
Yeah, no, honestly, let me just say this. Garrett Wilson had every right, and the other receivers had every right to be frustrated too. Fortunately, Mike White is not going to play on Thursday. They already announced earlier before the game that he would have to miss at least another week.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, this game unfortunately couldn't have ruined our playoff chances. On Thursday, Joe, this is our last chance on Thursday to get a chance to go to the playoff. We lose on Thursday night, I'm going to say this right now, our season is over.
Ooh.
We have to win on Thursday.
Now, with that said, before I let you go, what is your level of confidence in Zach Wilson going into Thursday on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you think?
I'm going to give him a 7.
Okay. All right. You gave him a 7. Listen, Steve, I want to thank you for calling in. It was phenomenal to speak with you. Great takes. Salutes, man. And I hope the next game's better that you attend. All right, my friend?
Yep, you too, Joe. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You have a good one. Listen, Steve calling in with some direct takes. He was there at the stadium. This is a rough game, man. This was a rough game. And again, I'm a Zach guy. I am. I'm not dumping on him, But I'm just saying this, that there was a lot of throws today that he missed that could have continued to forward our drives and can continue to put us in a position to, really take this game away. He missed a lot of guys that were open. There were some big splash plays. There was a lot of running outside, throwing up a 50-50 ball where guys are going up and get it. There was a great play to Uzama. There was a great throw to Jeff Smith. But there were other throws that were out there that were missed that were just killers. And especially, again, that interception, coming out after the half, it was huge that we tried to get some points, and we couldn't get anything because he threw a pick right there. The defense was able to get a stop, but the Lions were able to kick a field goal there. If that's taken away off the board, the Jets are Jets are right there. So it's a tough game. Sucks. But the Jets get a loss today. So now the Jets fall to, 7-7, I believe. And we're still trying to find our way and see what's going forward. We'll see what happens going forward in this playoff hunt. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the show now. Man, this is a phenomenal show right here at the end, directly live after the game, sitting down with the Savages. I'm the man of the people. I'm here for the people. Let me shamelessly promote my Facebook page. Everyone, all right, go down to the links in the description there in my Facebook page. Everyone, go on Facebook, search The Long Beach Joe Show. Like that page. My content's up there. Go ahead and give it a listen. Message me. I'll message you right back. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Also, leave me some feedback. I love hearing about what you folks think I do here on The Long Beach Joe Show. I'm also on Twitter as well. Going over to Twitter, type in @The Long Beach Joe, @The Long Beach Joe. All right. Give that page a follow. I'll follow you right back. You want to troll me? No issues. I'm the troll that lives under the bridge. And I will have my Vera Tucker jersey on at all times. At all times. I can't wait for him to come back because this offensive line today against the Lions, and again, I talked about Aiden Hutchinson and these guys they had before. James Houston. But my God, the Lions are not the best defense in the league. Today, the way this offensive line played was not good. All right. George Fant also got a call as well holding us. Come on, guys. We couldn't even run the damn ball. Unbelievable. But, I'll be down there trolling. So you want to troll me, no issues. I'll troll you right back. @The Long Beach Joe again is the Twitter. @YoungJ000 is my personal. So go ahead and follow that too. We can go back and forth. We also do content for YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. Type in @Long Beach Joe Jets. Long Beach Joe Jets on YouTube. @Long Beach Joe Jets. All right. Come on over, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Okay? We live right now with the Savages. We do live game reactions. We have radio shows directly after that. We have weekly radio shows too. All right. And y'all hear the fire. And I feel the flames. Okay? So come on over to YouTube, subscribe, hit that notification bell, give the stream a thumbs up, give my content a thumbs up as well. And as always, people, when you see me in person, and you will eventually, it is arms out, chest open, free hugs for everyone. Free hugs for everyone. Those will cost you absolutely nothing. I want to thank everyone for calling in, listening, watching the show. Without you people, I'm absolutely nothing. Thank you for taking the times out of your day to do all those things. Sucks the Jets loss. But that's what happened. We got to get ready for next week, man. Or we got to get ready for the short week because we got a game coming up. So, salutes to everybody listening. You folks have a good one. Peace. Hold on 1 second, folks. All right, pow. I should be back. Wow. What a game. What a game. What a show. All right, for those of you that are new, ! Links brings up my link tree. That link tree has the links to all of my content. I have other YouTube channels. I'll be doing content for those. Trust me, I will. My schedule is crazy, but I will get to that, okay? There'll be content coming up for those as well. So please subscribe to all those channels. If you have not, please give the streams up. Give this stream a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel as well. So all of my content's on there. My social media platforms are on there as well. Please follow me across all of my social media platforms. And, let me know what's going on. Talk to me and I'll talk back, all right? People don't just talk to me about the Jets as well on my social media platforms. Some people want to talk to me about life. They say I give great advice. So hit me up. I'll give you some advice. You know what I mean? Go back and forth. So, man, this was a tough loss, all right? This is a tough loss. We also do these radio shows year-round, okay? As you saw today, we do a live game reaction. When my schedule allows, I watch the game with y'all, and then we do games, or we do a live radio show after the game, okay? But most of the times we do live radio shows during the week. My schedule is a little crazy, so if you follow me across all my social media platforms, and again, if you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, when I go live, you will know, okay? You will know. I post hours before that I'm going to go live that I'm going live. I also put it on my community page and let y'all know, hey, I'm going live at this time, you know, so on and so forth, all right? Now, when we do the live shows during the week, what people like to do, and Val, if he's still here, he hates this part of the show, but I love it because I try to help people out. A lot of veterans that are here, a lot of veteran savages, what they do is they call in to the show early before the show starts. Generally, my shows during the week start at about 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern is when we do radio shows generally. So what they'll do is they'll call about 5 to 10 minutes before the show starts. They sit, you know, in the waiting room, and then when the show goes live, I give my spiel about what we're going to talk about, and then boom, we discuss what's going on with the Jets. Now, what that allows them to do is get on the show a bit earlier. Again, as y'all saw today, we have quite a bit of callers, and this is just doing a live show. During the week, we have quite a bit of callers as well, and I want to hear from everybody, all right? So they wait, they get on a little bit earlier, and we keep rolling. Keep in mind, I don't care if you've been a Jet fan for 30 years or 30 minutes. I have a queue system. I go down my queue system. I get to everybody, okay? I can't give everybody 15 minutes, but I get to everybody, okay? Just be patient, and I will get to you. I can see you. So you don't need to call in and hang up, call in and hang up, call in and hang up. You call in, you'll be able to hear me, all right? Stay on the line. When I come to you, if I do not know who you are by name, I will call your area code. Please know what your area code is, okay? Please know what your area code is. I've had these discussions with people too. Know what your area code is and where you're calling in from. If I know you by name, I'll call you by name, and then we'll start and we'll have the conversation. Please make sure your phone is good to go. If you're having crazy background noise, you're at the construction site on the jackhammer trying to call me, listen, I respect that. I love that you're working, grinding. I get it. Get your money. But go down the street, okay, away from the construction site and the jackhammer, and call me from there so I can hear you and we can go back and forth, all right? Also, when you call in, make sure your phone is good. If your phone's breaking connection and I can barely hear you, everybody can hear me, okay? My phone's good, believe me. It's been a lot of work put into this. My phone's good. If you're breaking up like crazy and I can barely hear you, I'm going to have to let you go. Make sure you're in a good spot with solid signal so I'll be able to hear you. And that's because I want to hear your takes. I do. Okay, I want to hear your takes, and I want my audience to be able to hear you as well. If they can't hear you and I can't hear you, what conversation can we have? We can't have a conversation, all right? So please make sure those things is good. Do not call me from a phone, your Disneyland phone, that you found in the bathroom in the dumpster, okay? Okay, call me from a good phone. Don't call me from a Sesame Street phone, all right? I need to be able to hear you, okay? And also, when you call in, please know we're going to have that conversation. Again, today was quick takes because we're doing it after the game, and I have a lot of callers. I want to have that conversation. Don't try to yell over me, okay? Because you won't be able to do it, okay? All right? I want to have that conversation. Let's go back and forth and have that conversation. And don't curse on my show. That's the only thing I don't allow. Even if I don't agree with your takes, well, let's go back and forth. I'm willing to hear you out. All right, but do not curse on my show. This is a family show. I'll get you out of here fast, okay? Fast. All right? And also, for those of you, I'll see, you know, salute to all the savages in the chat. You know, I see people in here that are not even Jets fans. We take calls from people that aren't Jets fans. We have Bears fans that call in all the time. We've had Patriots fans. We have all kinds of fans from all around the NFL. You call in and talk about the Jets, I'm all about it. You don't have to be a Jets fan to call into this show, okay? But just know, you see these two guys here, okay? We bleed green over here. This is a Jets show. But, hey, you want to call in and let us know what you think from the outside looking in? Even if you call in to bash the Jets, we've had that. I may not agree with your take, but I'll hear you out, you know, and then I'll move on, all right? So we have a lot of fun. So this number, again, is the number for the foreseeable future. It doesn't change, all right? So you can use that old trick to call in, all right? Oh, we game on this channel as well. So if you see me pop up and I'm playing NBA 2K, Madden, Street Fighter, something like that, don't be surprised. Now, I know there's people that are on me. They like, Joe, come on, get back to the gaming. My schedule allows it. Believe me, we're going to get back to it because I like playing games and having fun with y'all and going back and forth. So if you see your boy pop up and I'm playing games, come on in. Say what's up. Sit down, chit-chat with your boy. You know, we talk about life. We talk about it all. So we have a lot of fun doing that. So salutes to everybody, man, that came on by today. Jay Johnson, salutes to you. He says, don't call with that BS. Yeah, don't. Don't do it. Don't do it, dog. I'm telling you. Don't call into my show cursing a bunch, and don't be yelling over me because I'm telling you I'm going to get you up out of here. All right? I understand passionate discussions, as y'all saw today. There's people yelling on the show. I don't have an issue with that. But if we having discourse, don't just try to yell over me. I'm telling you I'm not having it. Okay? I'm a very, cool person. I try to be. I hear everybody out, no matter how outlandish some people may think your takes are. I want to hear it because you might be 100% correct. Who knows? But don't call in here yelling over me, dog. Don't do that. Respect my platform, okay? I will give you more than enough time to get your take out. Salutes to you, Jay Johnson. Salutes to you, Venom G's. Venom G says, great show. Skywalker, salutes to you as well. Says, I love the passion. Salutes to you, Skywalker. Craig, salutes to you. Good to see you in here as well, man. Aaron Butler. Salutes to everybody that just came on by and spent time with your boy. Mike Rotunda, salutes to you. BX Big Shot. James Willis, salutes to you as well. Good to see you in here. Man, this was a tough loss from the Jets, but here we are, We got to keep on trucking. There's a game coming up. Salutes to Val. Salutes to David Staples as well. He says, I ain't heavy. I'm a Jets fan. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Salutes to everybody, man, that just came on by and said, what's up? Larry Coleman, salutes to you. Good to see you in here as well, my friend. Vibes, always good to see you in here too. Cornstool, good to see you. Bond, good to see you in here. Sandman, salutes as well. Phenom, salutes. NY Jets FL, salutes. He says, brutal loss, Joe. It is. It was a brutal loss, man. Mr. Green, salutes to you as well. Rusty, always good to see you in here too. Jumpin' Joe, good to see you in here too, man. Salutes to everybody that just came on by, sir. Sir Foul Player, salutes to you as well. My guy Julio as well, salutes to you. Salutes to everybody, man. Mayberry, all my guys, man, that came on in here. And ladies as well that came on in here and just said what's up. And just talk to your boy, This is a tough loss, man. Really tough loss for the New York Jets. We're trying to find our way and figure things out, man. It's tough. It's really tough. And then again, salutes to the person that gave to the platform today. I greatly appreciate you, all right? So I'm going to get on out of here. We'll see what we're going to do for a show this week. I'll let you guys know what's happening. We might do a show Wednesday. I'm thinking about it, all right? But again, my schedule really depends on how that's moving and shaking. So as of right now, we'll see how that shakes out. But I will let y'all know for sure if that's what we're doing. If not, I think I'm definitely going to be doing a live game reaction with y'all for the Thursday night game, and then probably do a radio show following that. But we'll see, okay? We will see, okay? So we'll see what happens. But I'll let y'all know for sure what's going on. Y'all connect with me again. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. My link tree for those of you that may not know, there it is. Has all my content on my YouTube, all of that. All right. People say, hey, Joe, we need that link tree more. There you go. Or, I respect it. I know y'all want to connect with me. So, again, salutes to everybody that watched me, everybody that joined, everybody that had a lot of fun with me watching this game. It sucks that the Jets lost, but we got to figure this out, man. Zach has got to take a step forward. So, I'm going to get on out of here. Listen, be safe, people. There's a lot of crazy things going on in this world. I don't know what's happening, okay? But the world is getting crazy. Sit down with your friends, your family. Enjoy some good food, all right? Make some good memories. Sit down, watch some good TV. Make some good memories with the people that you love the most, and let them know that you love them. It's extremely important in today's times. Let the people that you love the most know that you love them. Very important in my life. Hope it's important in yours, all right? You folks have a good one. I'm going to get on out of here. I'll let you folks know when we'll be doing this again. You folks have a good one.